Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm KatherineOfSky, and as you can see, I have done a lot of work on the bus here to get materials flowing. So I forgot in the last episode that we can't do blue science yet because we don't have the intermediate products necessary. We are at a minimum going to need red circuits, and also we're going to need batteries eventually. We need batteries right now, however, because I want to build some laser turrets because we have a couple of biters around. The oil area is going to generate a decent amount of pollution and it will reach this nest eventually. And then, of course, these guys probably will not be quite so happy either. So I would love to turret creep those nests with lasers or find some other solution, possibly some kind of a modular armor. We will see. So blue science is going to have to wait till the next episode. But for now, I think it's a good deal to start making red circuits. So let's try that and just proceed from there. So what I'm going to do is we do want to have a spacer belt here for purple science. Now we could put the purple and gold science here. Let's see how big that blueprint is, because we could put it right here, or we could put red circuits and the other stuff here, batteries here, and then put the science over a bit. That's another possibility. Let's see what we've got. It's in my science folder. Here it is. So this is what this looks like. It actually would fit quite neatly there if I put it there. That also may be a more cohesive way to distribute red circuits. I might do that actually. Okay, I think we'll put it here, and then we'll put the circuits elsewhere. No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take out all of this stuff here, because I don't want them to build it. I just want to have the spacing done correctly for this. Now I don't have any more train tracks, which I probably should go and get some, because I might even need more long-handed inserters and stuff. Well, that's okay. We'll get some if we need some. I went and I extended the bus significantly right from the beginning, and I also updated the yellow belts where I could. One of the things we'll notice soon is, yeah, steel is going to run out at some point, and we don't have nearly enough smelting for green circuits, because we're going to be using those green circuits very heavily very shortly. So the first thing I want to do is start off with red circuits. I love red circuits. They are a lot of fun to deal with. What I want to do is grab an assembler. Oh my goodness, it's already building stuff for me. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna need more belts. Goodness me. So what is this called? This is for labs, so let's get the train over here. Come to labs, please, train. Come to me, my pretty. Come. Get over here. There we go. Happy days are here again. Let's go ahead and go to the mall. And I think I'll pick up some more train tracks and any train stations. I have train stations in the train so that we can just hop back and forth fairly quickly and get things going. Ooh, looks like I need some piping as well. So I'm just going to take a few stacks of this. As you see, we've completely run out of stuff. And that's because we've been building a lot of stuff. So that's okay. We might even... Should I use regular inserters? I guess I could. Because we're really... I mean, you know, these guys cost a little bit more. They're a yellow plus 2 green circuits and 2 iron plates. So... I don't know. Some people like to be more frugal, some not. And either way is just fine. I want to grab some of these guys for sure. Maybe even a little bit more. And train tracks. Yeah, I want to get like a stack of those. Okay, I'll just go shopping real quick in this mall. We have assemblers, we have inserters, belts, splitters, undergrounds, power poles. Yes, we got plenty of power poles. I think we're good to go. All right, train, let's lead us onward. Right, we're going to go to the labs. That's the furthest station. And then we'll just hop out of the train and drive ourselves. Go manual mode. Yeah, just go to the end. Let's see if I can just get this track moving along. Right, there we go. Very nice. Oh my god. Alright, I'm going to back it up just a little bit, and we'll have our red circuits being built in this area. One of the things I'd like to do is, from map mode, I like to kind of align all of these guys on the same area so that we satisfy our need for order. There we go. Happens to be that close, and I know for a fact we're going to need 4 belts here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the red circuit design that I like to use. This was originally developed by Bentham. You might know him as Mangled Pork. And he was one of the very first YouTubers I saw play Factorio, and I was amazed because I really enjoyed his playstyle. Wow, we are just slightly short, aren't we? Right. We're 1 off. Okay, that's okay. Nothing to worry about. We'll just move it over 1. It'll be fine. I'm going to build this by hand first. And I think, you know, one of the reasons that I have not put the oil blueprint in the folder is, first thing, it's not finished. Because as you will recall, we don't have any of the cracking done yet. But I really feel that everyone should build it by hand the first time, at least the first time. I've built it many, 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 many times by hand, and that has enabled me to really get a handle on how it works, and it's a lot better for understanding. So I highly recommend that. Right, so what we got here is we're going to start off with copper cable, because red circuits require copper cable. Let me show you the recipe we're working from here. We're going to need 4 copper cable, 2 plastic bars, and 2 electronic circuits per each one. They're crafted in 6 seconds. So one of these copper cable machines can supply 6 red circuit machines. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll mark all of these as red circuits. There we go. Oopsies. And I can easily just copy this thing over here. Hurrah! Get nanobots. Thank you very much, nanobots. And the inside lanes are going to be copper coming into these little guys here. So we're going to put 3 of those, and I think 2. I don't know if we even need that much throughput, to be honest. We might even just need 1 and 2. In a half a second, it needs 1 copper plate. Yeah, that should be plenty, to be honest. Should really be plenty. Okay, so that's copper taken care of. Now, these guys are going to need to pull from these 3 belts as we're going in. Okay, so the easiest way to do this is to get our regular inserter first. And over there. Then you want to grab your red inserters and put them almost like in an arc formation like this. It actually looks really, really pretty once you set it out. So I'm going to just do this with our current power pole. Oopsies. Q. I wanted Q. That's what I wanted. And this one goes there. And we can actually just simply copy this. Oh, and someone, thank you so very much for mentioning this. I think it was it Ingvar who mentioned this. Shift and select, and you don't have to click the blueprint thingy at all. I am impressed. I love that. I knew you could do shift with one item, like this. Aha, there we are. I didn't know you could do shift select a whole bunch of, which is supremely useful. Thank you very much for that. I didn't realize that that was a thing. All right, so I'm going to shift select all of these guys, rotate them around, and place them down here. There we go. Very nice. So the thing that we have a problem with slightly, these guys are in the way because these belts need to go there. But we have a solution. We're just going to put undergrounds under these guys. And so the materials can pass through and they will be available to pick up from the other end. Alrighty, so let's get these belts going on. Oh, shoot. I forgot to do the side ones. I always try to do the side ones first so that the others don't, so I don't move around on them. But that's okay. I did not do so well in that particular instance. Right. Now, out here, we're going to have this belt supplying copper. And it's going to go up the array because we're going to make many of these. Not just one, but this is the general structure of the thing. So we need to have outgoing inserters to put it out on this second belt that's going downward. So I want to just basically put those down with, we'll just copy them over. There we go, and place them over here. Doesn't matter if our bots get it now or a little bit later. We will deal with it. Okay, there we go. Very nice. And I always like to continue the blueprint up until the very edge. So let's get this belt up and one down. When you continue it to the edge, when you have a repeating pattern, it will make it a lot easier to actually continue or repeat the design. Now with copper cable, I tend to not want to connect each array to each other. So I just turn these last belts in, and then these can keep on flowing upward. By the way, the two center belts is going to be one allocated for green circuits and one for plastic. And then these guys are going to carry the copper cable to each of these different assemblies. Right, so we have the general structure. Now I would like to add some power poles because that's going to be fairly important in this, I think. So let's go along our bus. I think it's been a million years since I actually put any power pole. Oh no, they're actually quite close. That's very surprising. Fantastic. I'm quite happy about this. Yeah, okay, great. And I will connect this one up here. Well out of the way of the conveyor belts. Pretty important. Now this array tends to like to have steel power poles, or the medium ones, because of some of the distances are quite far. So I'm going to put those in. That one fits very nicely there. This one goes here. There we go. Nice, very nice. Are we doing top? We were doing top here. Okay. That's just fine. Is that next one? Well, we'll put one probably here is okay. That'll be fine. Yeah, that's good. So here we have our lovely, lovely array, which we can now copy over and make several of. Get our robots working for us. Now we don't care about this coal, mostly because it's expendable. I mean, it's only, well, it's 6.7 million. I guess that's an okay amount. But we have this massive coal, 14 million, 6.6 here, 11 over there, 20 there. Yeah, we won't need it anytime soon, that's for sure. So, not a concern at all. Okay, and then place another one down. Here we go. Getting lots of raw wood out here. Now, these guys craft at such a slow pace that the outside belt carrying on a single side as their output is really not going to be a big deal. So hopefully that will become obvious in just a few minutes. There we go. Right, so all we need to do is hook up this entire array to our system here and make sure it works well. Okay, so here's our track, railroad track. We need to get this going there. This is going to be copper. Okay. I think I just want to, I think I'm just going to copy the entire length of this thing. Okay, there we are. And just paste it down for the second one as well. So let's just copy this. I love that shift copy thing. Oh my god, that's like my new favorite. Oh, well, the only problem is that it has a railroad track and it's making things awkward to place. So we need to edit that, but that's okay. Okay, fantastic. There we are. Now, how did we have this copper flowing? We have, We have one line feeding this copper, which is bad news already. We're going to have to get this sorted out, which means more mining over here and then possibly setting up an outpost for copper. But in the meantime, what we should do is kind of adopt a similar thing like we started to do with the green circuits here. And we don't know how much copper we're using on any of these lines, but it's likely to be a fairly small amount except for when we start producing nuclear stuff, which requires a lot of copper for the heat pipes and stuff like that. So if we have this coming up here, does this need a lot? I guess it must need a fair amount of copper. What are those turrets? Wow, 10 copper plates, right. So they are going to need a bunch. So that's coming off the first line here. I think we should take these from any line but the first one right now, because that seems to be the most reasonable course of action, I would say. Let's take it off the second one, and this one will come off the third, I think. There we go. And then the others... anything other will come off the bottom one, and then we can do some sort of belt compressing. All right, so we now have copper. We now have copper cable. Observe how beautiful the copper cable flows. It is lovely. We are having a good time. We may not even need 2 output inserters here, just because the machines are slow right now. When we get yellow machines, it'll be a lot better. Right, so these two guys are going to be, one is going to be green circuits and one is going to be plastic. Thank goodness we now have plastic, haha. Right, it's all good. Now then, right. I am leaving a space here for possible iron that may join from a train station below. That's why that is there. It does not matter where green joins and where plastic joins. So that's important to note. What do we got now? We have, okay, these were recompressed there. So I think what we can do is probably just do I'm almost tempted to put a full belt there, but it may not need it. So we'll see how the rest of the factory progresses, whether this needs a full belt and just totally peel it off or not. Because this array of red circuits is likely to change. We may put more machines, we may do faster machines. We're going to need a lot of red circuits, so we can be sure that that is going to be different at some point in the future. Now, I have only 3 lines there. Okay, so we're putting the gap there. That's just fine. And of course, we have our area here where we need to grab this plastic. Right, so we need to get it from here. Move that there. I'm almost tempted just to put the entire line of plastic here, to be honest. Because the only other thing we need plastic for is going to be rocket parts in any great quantity. So we'll need it for that. But yeah, otherwise we may just be kind of done with that. So what do we need to probably add another 4 lanes of bus here. And what we're going to do with that... Oh, hello, Araminta. Yes, my beauty. Oh, she's so sweet. Came up to my mouse hand and wanted to be patted and loved for just a second, so I indulged her. She's so precious, that cat. Anyway, right. So here are our 1, 2. We want to leave 2 space gap just for ease of building and other stuff. Now, some people have been saying... why don't you use the longer undergrounds? And I do know that they're longer. I really do. The yellow ones span 4 tiles. The red ones span 6 tiles. But the problem is I like to have these places where you can split off easily. So, and also I don't want to redo the entire bus from the beginning all the way out here. Like literally putting all this material in storage just to move a couple of belts together. That strikes me as such a silly thing to do. It doesn't make any sense to me. So we will not be doing that. Anyway, I need to go and get more belt. Let's go back to the belt factory train, please. Go to the mall. Oh, I should have put a station there for red circuits. Darn it. I'll get one. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, right? See, my belt factory's working away. Just doing a great job out here. Okay, what do I need? I have plenty of undergrounds. I just need belts. Yep, I really would like to get assembly machines 3, but I think I definitely need some help with that. Do I need red inserters? Am I missing some? Are these getting all the materials? Yes, they seem to be. They seem to be working away quite beautifully, diligently, perfectly. But I don't have any red inserters on me, so that makes me suspicious that maybe not all of them got placed. Right, we'll have to attend to that and go back up there and see. In the meantime, I also want to grab another set of power poles because I don't have enough. Okay. You notice I still have my chem plants on me just because at some point I want to remember to go and do cracking once we get that done. It's going to be very important to get blue science as soon as possible, basically. Must have that, like, now. Okay, I think here's a good spot for our train stops. I don't have any, so I'm going to grab some. Okay, there we are. This one here. This one here, we're going to call it, what shall we call it? Call it 5 red circuits. Okay, and then we'll put it on our train schedule as well. Hey trains, let's click this. We're going to go 5 red circuits to circuit condition. All right, fantastic, it's done. Now, oh, look at all these red circuits just waiting to be released. Oh, they look so happy. They're ready to go. So we do have one belt here on the coal line here. This is available. This is not taken in any way. However, sometimes I like to have 2 belts of red circuits. So I'm planning, I want to put them down here. I think that would be the most sensible place to put them. Just trying to think of how I want to put them down here. Maybe even on this side is okay. On the right-hand side. Yeah, that seems all right. I think we can join them on the right side. You can join them on any side you want, really. It doesn't really matter that much. We want to have a splitter here so that this one can join. So we'll get this guy going this way. And of course, this is the wrong spot for that. Hello, Araminta. Oh my good girl. What a sweet baby. Oh my goodness. When this cat comes over here, arching her back and waving her tail and just looking like the most sweet and precious creature that ever was existing, you just have to pat her. I mean, it's just necessary. Yes, my baby. Especially since she doesn't come all the time. She only comes when I'm busy. No, I'm just kidding. She doesn't come all the time. It's one of those, cat has to be in a mood, you know? So anyway, right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make sure that this is balanced properly. Yes, I know that they're going from both sides, but it never hurts to do some lane balancing. So let's just do that. The way I do this is you want to get to the side one, and the one that you're going to have going straight down, you have to go to the side, then come back around and come to this way. Go to like make this squiggle, and then this one goes and also goes to the right side. So you can do down, right, right, and around like that. Let me just show you that way. That's how I usually think about doing it, though you never know. So we get the right side, right, go down, 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 and flip and go. Anyway, fast way to create one. Of course, you could always use a blueprint, whatever you prefer. And if we want to add in another belt from another array over here, we can always mix them over here and take them down as well. Okay, I want to get these guys flowing along here. Right. There we are. Taking them down to here. Okay. Right, so the first thing we're going to have to do is split this line. Half is going to go one way and half the other. But for now, I'm not going to put this belt in. I'll just take that out for now. Because we don't really actually need it that much. But here we do need this. Whoopsies. Get rid of this line here. Come on, Nanobots. You can do it. I recorded this one portion where it was in an untreed area, but all I'm doing is holding shift and clicking, and it's like this moving conveyor belt of belt building. It's kind of fun. Here we're having a little bit of an issue because of the trees. It doesn't go as fast, and they're also placing stuff, which I don't really want them to place at the moment. We're kind of infringing on the steel. I didn't realize steel would be this long. In fact, steel might be one of the first things we move to an outpost, so I did miscalculate to some degree this area, just in terms of how much space I needed to leave. And I must admit, I was taken in by the easy effect of, oh yes, just line them all up. What is that belt doing there? That is quite foreign. It's very strange. There we go. Here we go. Now we're doing stuff. Now we're rocking, right? And here we're going to get all of our nice things going along. I need more belt, though. I have run out. But we're almost to the mall, so we have succeeded, I think. Okay, and we're going to need red circuits for the mall, but I'm not going to use any red circuits just yet. We want to use those red circuits on blue science. Yeah, I'll just take all of them, thanks. Just give me them all. And wood. Wood can go into our train station. I cannot wait until we have bots to take stuff from us, so we no longer have to dump stuff in specific chests. We can have requesters and providers take care of that recycling for us, and we're going to be doing a lot of that in this base. So I hope that you will get to enjoy that as well once we get to it. Okay, yeah, these are really close together, aren't they? But the thing about this is, there is still enough space, I think, to have 2 steel lines running this way, or even just one here and then the other from the other side. So I think I'm not worried about this. Basically, it's a good thing. Now, I would like to get. I'm tempted. Should I handcraft lights like a filthy handcrafter, or should I get them from the mall? I should buy them from the mall, because the mall is nice. We like the mall. It's kind of nice. It's wonderful. I should get like 2 stacks sometimes. There we are. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. And we're going back and put down some lights in the new red circuit area. I am very pleased at how it looks. It's very nice. I really should be taking the train, shouldn't I? That's okay. We'll take it next time. It is very useful, though, to be able to go zipping along. Ah, and here we have the actual production of the array. As you can see, it is completely full. Oh, and I didn't even take... No, I didn't take assembling machines. No. Oh, the meow is real. Shoot. Aha, and there are some of our inserters. Right. Remember that we suspected some of them might not have been put down. There they go. Okay, well, I'll come back and maybe increase that a little bit. But I would also like to do batteries. You know what? I think we will leave them for the next episode because we're running up out of time in this one. And it's another kind of a long process, which will oh my god, this one is very close. These biters should not stay so close. I highly advise them against it. Anyway, thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.